Guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Simon down here at Oxford Golf Centre, and tonight we are going to be doing an honest review on the Ping G410. So Ping G410 feels like they've had a bit of a midlife crisis. Looks like your dad's just been let loose in River Island and just gone to town. Interesting, for their target market, they've always been very traditional, forgiving, high MOI heads, gets the ball in the air. This looks like it's trying to contend with more adjustability and going after that tailor-made, that Callaway spot. So who is this designed for? Is this designed for your faster club head speed player that wants to shape and play that lower spin ball, or is it still designed for that beginner slower swing speed? That is the question, and the bigger question is, do you just go for the G400? Because that was a phenomenal driver for any club fitter that was just wanted to please. It was a very easy driver to go down the route of. Forgiving, sounded good, looked good, and wasn't stupidly expensive. Still 349. This is 399, and it'd be interesting to see if they've reinvented the wheel, to see if this actually does any more without all the flash and red stripes on it. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching this video. Leave it a like if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, let's give it a hit.
The Ping G410 Plus, lot sharper, meaner looking. This top mark was not from me, that was someone that hit this before, which makes me laugh when people are roofing drivers that cost £400. Looks great from behind, not necessarily from front on, and we all know that can be the case sometimes. When I picked up this driver, I was very excited. It got launched in terms of marketing behind the TaylorMade and Callaway machine. And the rumours were it wasn't going to be as expensive, and it's not. It's $399 compared to the $450 models. However, when I look at a $399, the £50 extra price tag, and that margin is probably going to move up depending on how long the G400 range stays out, I ask myself, what are they giving you more from this driver apart from the cleaner, bolder look, as well as that moving CG weight at the back? Let's talk about the CG weight, because let's be honest, if anyone's ever told you that a port at the back of a driver will cure your slice or your hook, then they are lying to you. The only thing that they can do with the CG weight, if someone's a very consistent driver by 2-3 degrees on in to out or out to in, that club face is going to move or close slightly more on that downswing as that shaft bends, and it's going to straighten out 5 to 10 yards of your shot, predominantly if you're hitting it 250, 260. But Ping don't design drivers necessarily for that golfer that can hit those speeds and generate that club head speed. They've been very good at designing drivers like the G400, the G series, the G30, to basically get the ball up in the air, staying up in the air, and when you don't hit it out in the middle, you're going to get that forgiveness. And that is exactly what this driver does. I didn't hit this particularly well. I haven't been hitting balls with a driver. This is the first time I've been hitting a driver in about 3 weeks due to my injury. However, on-centre hits, off-centre hits, everything in the middle still felt good. I got a consistent amount of distance out of it, and I felt comfortable with the off-centre hits when I did hit it slightly out the heel or the toe. That being said, so did the G400, so did the G series, so did the G30. So when Ping are coming up with this G410 range, I want to know is who is their target audience? Because for me, when I'm club fitting and I'm going to show you this bolder, brighter colours, that possibly could turn off some of the people that would be classic Ping players. And for that younger player that wants to play something trendy, flashy and everything else, I do feel this is going to spin way too much for them. Something that they can't shape, something that they won't be able to hit that cut fade or that high draw that they want to. When I'm hitting it in terms of numbers, it did everything it said it should do. I mean, in terms of ball speed, to distance, to carry, it's great. However, that spin rate still stays way too high, and they haven't released a low spinning driver like the LST like they did with the Ping G410. In the clips here, I basically go after it. I want to shape it, I want to move it, just like I would with, say, the TaylorMade M5 or the Callaway Epic Flash. But at the same time, this driver launches the ball way too high for a player of my club head speed. Not to say that I am the best driver of the golf ball, but I can tell the difference between those kind of drivers and this one. And I feel like the G410 just didn't commit heavy enough. They wanted to stay safe. They wanted to make that slow transition into having something that's different from the G400. But from a player like myself, even I couldn't tell. It's like one of those people that say they can tell between the difference of a Pro V1X and a Pro V1. You can't tell the difference. Let's not kid ourselves. And in terms of £50 more, you are paying for basically a bit of paint and that adjustability. So now you're asking me, Simon, would you be happy to fit with this driver? Yes, I would. I would be happy, because this is what Ping do well and what they do best. And they haven't shifted too much from what they know works. However, it's all going to come down to looks and feel, like every driver out on the market. And people always say, Simon, why do you always talk about looks? It's because that's basically all it comes down to. We have reached limits in terms of drivers. Having the right shaft, the right loft, for that right club head speed is what's key. If someone gains you 40 yards from your last year's driver, it means you didn't get fitted properly for your last year's driver. It's all about those right numbers that you can produce. And if someone likes the feel, sound, and everything else with this G410 driver, which a lot of players will, because it kind of is good for that average player, that slower swing speed, then this is going to be a great driver. But I'm definitely not going to be adverse to putting the G400 in their hands as well, because in terms of something that they just need a ball up in the air with high forgiveness, both of these drivers do exactly the same, except for one's slightly brown and one has got black with red stripes.
Right, there you have it, guys. There's my review on the Ping G410. Let me know your thoughts. Give me a few comments below. Let me know what you want me to review next, and I'll catch you guys later.